Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mara stock chart planning update video. If you guys are new, basically what I do in these chart planning videos is that I go over whatever stock we're talking about. So in today's video it is Mara, and I give my opinions on Bitcoin as well, and I like to give a bonus stock at the end. So in this case it's going to be MSTR for today's video. So everything in this video is just going to be my own personal opinion. It is not financial advice, so please remember that going forward throughout this video. I just got back from trick-or-treating. It's been a handful of years since I got trick-or-treating. I'm in my early 20s, and it's so much fun doing it when you're older because you can like go anywhere you want. You can drive with the people you're with and really enjoy a little bit more. It's like a little bit more freedom to it. But yeah, it was super fun, guys. So it is Halloween night, and it was a good one. But either way, let's get going here. So to understand what's going on with Mara, and we're going to jump into this in a little bit, and things are kind of playing out how we, yesterday's video, towards the end, I give you guys my opinion on Bitcoin and Mara as well. And I gave you guys the bullish scenario, which was bullish flag going up, and then our ideal scenario to create a much healthier continuation in this rally was to come down and meet this red area. This happened very, very quickly. But the good thing is that in order for us to see an even sooner rally, if we get a reasonable correction that creates enough value, enough liquidity, that makes sense, and in this case it does make sense, I'm going to explain in a moment. This creates a much healthier setup for a continuation further into this green area right here. So and I'm going to go over something, but if this were to happen, it's going to create a really good buying opportunity. Right now alone, just Bitcoin, I personally think is an amazing buying opportunity. For anyone that missed out on this rally, we are once again below $70,000, and I personally think this is an incredible deal to not just add under 70K, but if anyone doesn't have any position in Bitcoin whatsoever, great opportunity right now. Or if this stays under 70,000 into tomorrow, great opportunity to buy some Bitcoin ETFs at a good discount while Bitcoin is still trading below 70. So what we talked about, and this is going to make sense in a moment with Bitcoin as well as with MSTR later in the video. But to keep it simple, we're going to take a look at the bigger picture here. So October, we ended up double digits in the green. Really nice. November, we're starting off just in the red. We'll see how the rest of it should be a fairly quiet weekend. I mean, we are going to be entering into election week, and I believe there is a Federal Reserve interest rate meeting happening this coming up week as well. So it's going to be very important, and I do believe it's all just coming together. We're going to have a really nice setup that I'm going to go over in a moment here. But yeah, really good October. We'll see how November goes. It should be good. We have a lot of reasons for it to be good with ETF inflows, and then you have your elections, which without getting political, could be very bullish for Bitcoin. But yeah, we have on our way back up, we have a lot of walls here in the low 70,000. So we have a little bit of a 71.5, a little bit of quite a bit of liquidity happening here, and then throughout this continuation up to the previous high that we were at. So things are looking a little bit strong up here. On a little bit bigger picture, we have stronger liquidations up here again in the $73,000 levels. So as of right now, there is a lot of fighting going on to be able to reach all-time highs. Once we reach 74,000, we'll be like, I don't know, I think it's like $200 above all-time high or something like that. But we have a lot of fighting to go through. But I do personally believe that these are all just going to create really good short squeezes that are going to push the prices even higher and finally push us into this green area up here that we are looking for to start our journey of new all-time highs finally being created once again after many months of seeing price correction. So with today's rally, we are able to confirm another swing high. So right here we have a higher high, we have a lower low right down here. It might be hard to tell with all this illustrations I have on here, But we did come up higher, and now we made another higher high, and now we are trying to form another higher low, continuing the uptrend that we've been, since our last touch into this purple area down here. I do believe that this purple area will no longer be met ever in going forward in Bitcoin. This is my opinion. So with that being said, we shouldn't see much downside being pushed into mining companies like Mara when it comes to potentially seeing the underlying asset that they focus on, decreasing their earnings going forward. With that being said, I did give you guys two scenarios, the bullish case and the lower case. I did say that the lower case will provide a much more healthier setup to continue this uptrend. So what I ended up doing, we are on the 4 hour, but what we ended up doing is that we understand that there is a lot of imbalances, a lot of prices moving up. Rather, you're looking at, if you're looking at the one, if I can find it, 1 day, as you can see, there was solid, very easy, from here to here gap. We filled it in pretty much halfway through this. We can easily see the lower boundaries of this being met. We can push down a little bit more to the low 68,000s, absolutely possible. But we did fill in this gap right here, acting as a magnet. We came down. Now, with that being said, we also, if I can show, we're gonna remove this too much on the screen, and then we can remove this as well. So with this being said, if you guys just take a normal look from this swing low to our high up here, right there, we did meet prices all the way down to the discounted half of this retracement area, which is very nice because our extension area in red retraced. Let me color differentiation, and does match up with this quite well. And if you guys look at this up here, we started from up here to here, finishing off to here, gave us this extension area that most likely, if we do see a more ideal, so we see all this imbalance being filled, we can easily see the price overlapping those imbalance in this area. On top of that, also that 50 retracement is right down here, 0.5, coming down to the discounted half, making it a much stronger correction. So there's the way this ties into Mara is that we can easily see Bitcoin leading to elections. You still have a handful of days left, so a few days left. We can easily see a new triangle pattern being formed right here. So that's very possible. We can see a triangle pattern being formed, or we can see the prices come up higher from here. I'm personally not expecting the prices to go much lower. We can, like I said, we can easily see the lower 68s being filled. So we can see the price come down a bit lower to the body of this candle right here, which then can act as a support, I should say. So it's below the 0.618 down here. We can easily see the prices come down to the low 68,000 before going higher. So please keep that in mind. We got one more trading day for the stock market this week. So we have a lot of support here, though. We have a lot of support. And this is an amazing buying opportunity to loan in Bitcoin. Now, because this did happen after market close, and I believe even post-market close as well, we should see this reflect in tomorrow, going into tomorrow, if prices in Bitcoin stay low. So I'm very, very thankful to see our ideal situation play out, because in order to have a continuation of an amazing, higher prices happening, we need to see healthy corrections that will keep everything balanced going forward, so we don't have crazy price actions. We want more balanced price action. So we have that right here. We have a very healthy correction in all these three overlapping indicators. So the imbalance, the extension, and the retracement. We have potential another support in the low 68,000s down here, and then we can continue up higher from here. This is what I am personally looking for, and this is why I did not want to sell any of my BITU position that I shared in yesterday's video. And in this case, if you're watching this November 1st, it's like 2 days ago. But this does not shake me out, because I understand that this is a healthy correction right now. there's a lot of outside macroeconomic news in the US with earnings and some other issues going on that really don't affect Bitcoin. So this is very much an overreaction that needs to be corrected into the upside. With that being said, I'm not worried whatsoever. But if Bitcoin does stay low going into tomorrow, we can see Mara, right, break easily through these support lines right here, coming down into the red retracement area, or the red extension area down here. The reason this is a big deal is because Bitcoin's about to make a new all-time high. It's going to retest all-time highs very, very soon. In my opinion, we have elections going on. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, and I do believe that there is a lot of money getting ready to flow into Bitcoin, because going into history, we also have a 0.25 interest rate cut happening with elections, and regardless, there's going to be a crazy reaction in Bitcoin, in my opinion. If, like the previous election happened, we should see things happen. I'm not going to say who I'm favoring. Hint, color. But yeah, guys, I feel good about it. And with that being said, if Bitcoin stays low tomorrow, we can easily see the price come down into this area down here. This will give us another great buying opportunity in such a nice discounted area down here. So as you can see in the bigger picture here, come down here, this is where we have a lot of value for buying. Anything in this red area now is going to be a really, really good buying opportunity, where I believe any dip into this red now, going into tomorrow, the moment it touches the red, it's a strong buying opportunity. Like, put everything in there, because we can easily see the price stretch down further, just like down here, closer to 13, even break below 13 potentially. But it is looking real good right now. Really, really good setup. We have good momentum happening. We can see the RSI finally become oversold once again, creating another great buying opportunity. So yeah, if this happens, where, just like the title of the video, if this happens, great buying opportunity, whatever, Mara comes into the red, oh man, great buying opportunity, and have some patience, because we can be in the red for a bit. We can be in here for like 1 to 2 weeks roughly. But man, what a great setup, and then push it back up here. Even conservatively speaking, 10% gain easy. So Mara, in my opinion, is not a buy just yet. Only if this happens, we see that touch into the red, start accumulating, in my opinion. Of course, we'll see what happens, and if that fits your risk tolerance and that's something you want to do, you're more than welcome, of course, to make that trade. But oh yeah, things are looking real good down here in this area. So I'm gonna there's a lot of jokes you can make with that. With MSTR, same thing. I truly feel that MSTR is overvalued like crazy. We see a lot of like imbalance right here being filled. We see a lot of like consistency for such a long period of time in this stock. We've been overbought on this RSI for so long, and we haven't really broken a downtrend at all either. With that being said, same thing, in my opinion, same thing with MicroStrategy. If Mara stays down and holds this area into tomorrow, and if that gives any moment in MicroStrategy, regardless of it being such overvalued right now, with caution, of course, if we see this stock come down, even show any weakness tomorrow, and just like in Mara, you guys have a good enough time horizon, like 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, of being able to swing trade this, we can potentially see this being retested up here, and things will be very, very healthy as well from there going forward. So this is our third wave at the moment. So with that being said, we can clean this up a little bit, actually. Clean that. So yeah, any weakness, in my opinion, tomorrow, a great buying opportunity to then let it just do its thing after the weekend, going into next week. We can potentially see this being retested up here, conservatively speaking, let's say this drops just a little bit and we come back up here, roughly another 10%, 9% conservatively, but 10% looking real good as well. That's just my opinion. I do understand it's very risky. We were up here, we wanted to see a healthy retracement, but instead we pushed up higher into the green, and now we're seeing a little bit of weakness happening again. I'm not even sure what the stock looks like after hours, but yeah, guys, same thing with Mara, MSCR, same thing. Any weakness tomorrow, of course, with Mara it being in the red, or just right there at the beginning of the red. My opinion, great buying opportunity if the time horizon, the risk tolerance fits you. But with MSTR, same thing. And any weakness really with this stock, great accumulation. When they reported, I think Michael Saylor said something about MicroStrategy wanting to add like I don't know how much billion over the next throughout 2025 or something like that. Yeah, any weakness in the stock looks real good. We'll see how next week goes, because it is a very, very big, important week. So I am very bullish, not like short term, because I would like to see these assets go down just a little bit more tomorrow, stay down a little bit more tomorrow to create a good entry point, because now we have more evidence of bullish momentum, strengthening. So this is very, very important. And then also, if we do see the price come down even further, it will just completely tear up this imbalance that we have right here as well. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Very, very healthy. Everything looks very, very healthy. We'll see how it goes. Again, next week, crazy week. Big news coming on next week. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, guys, take care. Hope you guys enjoyed your Halloween if you do like to participate in Halloween. And I'll see you guys again in November. All right, take care.